Okay, so we've just come through a bit of a busy period on the racing calendar. This is a recent race from York, and you can see I've got an open position there quite early on. But what I want to talk to you about in this video really is not quite so much exactly what's happening in the market, but more of a case of how I fit into the market, or how you fit into the market. Now, yeah, did have a £200 position open at the beginning of this video, and it's now down to 100, and it looks like it's going to be filled in a second. But what is important for me in this is, if you look at the top of the ladder there, you can see that this is a 145 race. This is the first race of the day at York. York's going to be a good card. There's going to be plenty of opportunities on this card. What I don't want to do is get myself into a negative position mentally in the first race or the first couple of races and set myself up for a bit of a bad day. That's just me. I understand how I tick. I understand how I tick within the markets. You know, if I get off to a bad start, I know I'm in for a bit of a rough ride, a bit of a rough day. So I'm just going to make sure I don't have a rough ride at the start. And it was very evident to me at the end of this video, at the end of this recording, that I actually could have done a lot better in this market, and that the market had plenty of opportunity. But that's fine. It's fine that I didn't take all of the opportunity, because I just set myself up for a better day in general. Now you can see the market's picking up. It's getting a lot more fluid, as are the bigger meetings, and you can also see, well, there was a little bit of money there for Rennie Mathis, or whatever it is, the third favourite, and now the fourth's just bounced in. So that's allowing this first and second runners to drift out a little. But the whole time you'll see I'm not using big stakes. I mean, meetings like York, you can use far larger stakes than £100. You can start playing around with 500s if needs be, if you're of a level where you're comfortable with that anyway. However, I'm not going to do it on the first race. I'm just not going to do it on the first race, because I'm going to preserve myself for the rest of the day, which is going to stop me from losing so much, which is something that I bang on about, and it's something that people don't really seem to get excited about. They don't necessarily like, but not losing is just as important as winning, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, it's only 12 quid profit on this market at the moment, but you know, the 12 quids add up over the day, so it's really not a big deal at all. But having that understanding of yourself and how you fit into the market, you fit in around the market, what you need to do, and everyone's different. That's why I say this, because every single person is different. Some people might be fine getting off to a flyer, getting off with bigger stakes. Others might be worse than myself. They might find it a lot harder to start. But it's the knowledge. It's basically what I'm saying is knowledge, not just about the market, but the knowledge about yourself, knowledge about how you fit in the market, your knowledge about how you're going to react if things go wrong, or if they go right even. Because we all know that, you know, it's not just a case of losing that makes you make crazy decisions sometimes, like the euphoric feeling of going too well. So by having that understanding of yourself and having that self-control, it'll actually allow you to implement yourself a lot better within the market. And you can just see liquidity's died down a little bit by the looks of it visually, looking at this ladder now. There's still money turning over in the market though, and there's a lot more opportunity to be had at the larger meetings. So this York meeting here, you can see that there's sort of £615,000 matched, and there's still a minute left to post time. Bearing in mind it's the first race of the day, it's like one of the least important races in the whole day. So I'll leave the rest of this video without any audio, just because I don't really feel that there's any need to go into it now. I've rambled on a little bit about how you fit in around the market, and getting off to a steady start. That's what I want to say really. Get off to a steady start, give yourself the advantage of feeling good for the rest of the day, because it is an emotional sort of roller coaster each and every day when you trade, no matter what level you're at, because everyone's always pushing on for bigger stakes and bigger profits and bigger returns. So you don't ever really truly get away from that, you know, emotional roller coaster to some degree or not.